The story begins at Fairfield Academy, an elite all-girls boarding school known for its strict traditions and dark history. Behind its elegant halls lies a terrifying legend that every student knows about but no one dares to talk about for long. Everything starts after a student named Carrie is relentlessly bullied by a group of popular girls. One night, they dare her to perform a séance to contact the ghost of a former student who supposedly haunts the school. At first, everyone treats it like a harmless prank, laughing around a circle of candles. But the mood changes instantly when strange noises echo through the room, the lights begin flickering, and Carrie becomes genuinely terrified. She runs out in panic, convinced something is following her. Moments later, she falls from the top floor of the school and dies under mysterious circumstances. The school quickly labels her death as a tragic accident, but many students aren't convinced. Rumors spread that the ghost has claimed another victim, while the faculty seem far more interested in protecting the school's reputation than uncovering the truth. Not long after, a new student named Camille Meadows arrives at Fairfield Academy. Unlike everyone else, she's quiet, observant, and doesn't care about fitting in. Still, she soon finds herself caught in the middle of the same clique that bullied Carrie. The group includes Alice, the confident leader, Helena, her closest friend, Bethany, who hides her cruelty behind jokes, and several others whose friendships seem built more on fear than trust. Camille notices almost immediately that everyone is hiding something. As days pass, bizarre events begin haunting the school. Students hear footsteps in empty corridors, doors slam on their own, strange messages appear, and shadows seem to move where no one should be standing. The girls begin wondering if Carrie's death awakened something far more dangerous. Then another student is brutally murdered. This time, there's no way to dismiss it as an accident. Panic spreads across the campus as everyone realizes someone, or something, is hunting them one by one. Camille decides to investigate for herself. She sneaks into restricted parts of the academy, searches through old records, and uncovers disturbing information about a former student who also died years earlier under suspicious circumstances. The deeper she digs, the clearer it becomes that Fairfield Academy has spent years burying scandals to preserve its prestigious image. Meanwhile, suspicion grows among the students. Nobody trusts each other anymore. Every conversation feels like a lie, every friendship starts falling apart, and everyone suddenly has a motive for murder. As more secrets surface, Camille discovers that Carrie wasn't simply bullied, she was humiliated repeatedly, isolated by nearly everyone around her, and left completely alone when she needed help most. At the same time, the supernatural incidents continue escalating. Strange visions, unexplained noises, and eerie encounters convince several students that Carrie's ghost is taking revenge. But Camille isn't fully convinced. She begins questioning whether a ghost is really responsible, or whether someone is cleverly using the haunting to cover up a series of murders. The investigation soon exposes years of jealousy, manipulation, hidden relationships, and betrayal. Every new clue points toward someone inside the school rather than an actual spirit. Eventually, Camille and a few remaining students attempt another séance, hoping to communicate with whatever is haunting Fairfield Academy. Instead of answers, the ritual only creates more fear, forcing hidden emotions and long-buried secrets into the open. Friendships completely collapse. Accusations fly across the room. People begin confessing things they've been hiding for years. Slowly, the horrifying truth starts coming together. The mysterious deaths aren't simply the work of an angry ghost. Someone has been carefully manipulating everyone's fear from the very beginning. In the film's intense final act, Camille follows the evidence into one of the oldest sections of the academy, where the killer finally reveals themselves. A brutal confrontation follows through the dark hallways of the school as the truth behind Carrie's death is finally exposed. The murderer had been driven by jealousy, anger, and desperation, believing that eliminating anyone who knew too much would keep the past buried forever. The ghost story simply became the perfect cover. After a dangerous struggle, Camille manages to survive and forces the killer's crimes into the open. Authorities finally become involved, and Fairfield Academy can no longer hide the corruption that has existed behind its polished reputation. However, the ending refuses to answer one important question. Were all the paranormal events fake? Or was there actually something supernatural watching everything unfold? The final moments leave viewers with one last unsettling image that suggests perhaps Carrie's spirit, or another presence, never truly left the academy. And that's exactly what makes Seance so effective. It's more than just another haunted school horror movie. Beneath the ghost story lies a mystery about bullying, guilt, reputation, and how institutions often choose silence over justice. The scares are atmospheric rather than overly reliant on jump scares. The gothic setting constantly builds tension, and the mystery keeps you guessing until the final reveal. Whether you believe the haunting was real or simply a clever distraction, one thing is certain. At Fairfield Academy, the past never stays buried for long. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know which horror movie I should recap next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.